I haven't seen an opening this misleading since Death Parade. Asobi Asobase is an anime airing this season, and if you haven't heard of this anime, you're probably assuming based on the visuals, I'm showing that this is a sweet slice of life about cute girls doing cute things. You would be wrong. This is actually a gag comedy, and a fairly good one at that. As of the time of this recording, Asobi Asobase is a good contender for Comedy of the Year. I mean, its only real competition is Hinamatari, but I digress. It's a good gag comedy, and what elevates it to this stature is the character's hysterical facial expressions. First, let me give the anime some praise for not using the standard anime style. It's not a far deviation, but enough style is being added to make this anime distinct. I won't say for 100% certainty what was used, but it looks like Studio Lurch used mainly chalk to outline the characters, background, and other textures as well. What makes the expressions on these characters so hysterical is the freedom the staff incorporated into drawing the process to go extremely off-model. One scene they'll look completely normal, and then with the next shot, a punchline gag will happen, and they'll either go hyper-detail or super simplistic. Let's look at some specific expressions. So we have a normal looking Hanako right here. She's just down and about, and she's just kind of letting her feelings out to Olivia right here. And then it clips back to Hanako, and this is fucking this is hysterical. She looked pretty alright before, but now she's like fucking melting, or she has like a stage 2 tumor right here. Even her nose isn't even like doesn't even look natural at all, and her eyes are just completely going in the back of her head, just like completely done with life. They don't even draw her with eyelash, or not eyelashes, but they don't even draw her with eyebrows. They completely just do like a couple lines right here. It clips back from Hanako, which is her just on the desk sagging, but then it clips back to her further shot, and this has even gotten bigger. This is like stage 2 tumor now, and she just keeps talking, and this is just like one of those cartoon nose. And continue even more. The camera will cut back to is going to cut back to Olivia. This is simple enough to like give her some personality and her reaction to Hanako's bitching. And as we continue on, it even will cut back one more time, and it's even worse than it was before. So it's now at a good maybe stage 4. Like she should probably go to a doctor or something. But now it's just like it's so exaggerated that it's just hysterical. So they keep adding on to it. It's the way of using a joke or the visual representation of the joke to represent the character's feelings. It's not too complex in terms of comedy, but in terms of drawing, it's just a little neat thing that they could do that you'll see throughout most of this show. So in this scene, there's not a whole heck of a lot that's going on. I just want to point out a couple things. You'll notice that in this show, whenever they have a side view of the characters' faces, most anime have a tendency to, they kind of do a face like this. They kind of do it like this. But in this show, you're just going to kind of see this with like no nose, and that's nothing really special there, but I kind of think that's just a cute little design choice that is unique to this show. So we're gonna start with this clip, and here they go, very exaggerating a baby innocent face. I don't remember exactly what the scene was entailing in terms of the story. I'm pretty sure Hanako was just trying to talk to her friends about giving her something. I don't know, but this is a lot of highlights here in the eyes. Like this is probably the most detailed her eyes has ever been. A lot of cute little eyelashes, very chubby baby looking face, blush. Really cute mouth. She looks like a fucking doll. But as we continue on, but in this moment, Hanako then remembers, and it flashes back with like a little TV static of it. She recalls how Olivia had once smacked her pretty damn hard. As it continues, zooms into her face, and then we get a punchline gag going right back to Hanako right now. And this is shit straight out of the fucking garage. This is just really cool. It's drawn pretty well, because it also goes in pretty good contrast with Olivia's bright blonde hair here to just this complete dark. Very simple, but just another example of some of the cool exaggerated faces that you'll see. So the last thing that we'll be looking at here is when Olivia actually applies the makeup to Hanako, as Hanako is expecting to look very gorgeous, very pretty. And this is a pretty perfect scenario for the animators to do a pretty good punchline and to draw the characters' faces in a interesting format, because as we see here, she doesn't look pretty at all. They of course they purposely exaggerate her face to a very simplified expression. Like she just looks and obviously it kind of looks like she has a black eye more than she actually has some type of eyeliner or foundation being applied or anything like that. See, like here she looks. I mean, she still looks like she's got punched in the face, but now she looks a lot more cute. But she's even offering, saying like, "Oh, do like one of those Instagrams before and after pictures of me and my makeup," because it's just a really good scenario to express this character's personality and her infatuation of like wanting to be popular and being really pretty. And then Olivia adds a little more, and let's see, simplified face here with the two characters, and she looks even worse. And what's really great, here's probably one of the best punchlines. We have a character that comes in, let me go back a little bit. We have a character that is entering the frame from the right, and it's very obviously you're able to tell easily because the shadow of the character is very prominent, and as you can tell, like you might be focusing on this right here, whatever what's going on with the three characters, but them entering frame, it moves your eyes to the moving figure, and then as they come into frame, it's the teacher, the male-looking, very chiseled jaw teacher. She looks at and yeah, let me go back. It's one of the best punchlines in the show. It's like it goes straight from like a cute gag comedy slice of life to a comedy or like a horror. So the thing is, right, with this show, there really isn't a lot of like animation going on. There's just a lot of cool details that they're doing with the facial expressions, which I wanted to highlight today. You get very simplified, like this. Very, very simple shapes. Like there's nothing going on here but like 3 ovals. And then what they do with Hanako is really cute because they'll have like even dedicated shapes to use for certain personalities. And as shit, what's this character's name? Hold on. This character's name is Kasumi. Kasumi has just like her glasses, so they do very simple stuff. And this isn't like something that's revolutionary or hasn't been done before, obviously. But I just think it's a pretty simple highlight to encourage people, or you ever watch an anime that's a comedy, to appreciate when they go off model, especially with the faces and applying certain personality traits with their either Hanako's hair, which is something that you'll see a lot. The premise of using a very detailed or a very simplified facial expression to do a joke for a punchline has been done before, but I just wanted to look at some of the stuff that Lurch has done with this show. This wasn't intended to be a review, but I would recommend this anime if what I've explained sounds appealing to you at all. Thanks for checking out my animation appreciation video. If you would like to comment on an anime or even cartoon that you would like me to cover in one of these videos, I'd be more than happy to analyze the frames. If you have a spare dollar, consider supporting me on Patreon, and with all that being said, I'm Zap, and I'll see you in the next one. Let me just, waka waka.